Hi all, Kraken Latte here. Welcome to this week's guide where I am taking a look at the newly released Creation Catalyst. We're going to go through step by step kind of how to use it, what applies to it for the most part, at least what I can use, and, you know, just kind of everything that revolves around it. So it's down here on the map, but I am currently up here in the Pilgrim's Grace area because there are 4 different sets of gear that you can use to apply to the Creation Catalyst. Now, the Creation Catalyst, what it is a sort of generator for tier gear and transmog of the current raid, which is actually what I'm more interested in. I don't really care about the tier gear myself, but it does the whole set, not just the tier gear, which is really cool. So, what gear you can use to get this stuff is any Shadowlands Season 3 Mythic Plus rated PvP, Sepulcher of the first ones, or gear from Rafik here, which is what will apply to me and to some of my viewers here, because I don't raid, I don't PvP, I don't do Mythic Plus, so normally this wouldn't apply to me. However, anything you buy off of this guy, Rafik, which is over here in Pilgrim's Grace for the Sandworn relics, these little purple ones that go into your bag, this gear all applies to it. So that's pretty awesome. I'm already wearing, I think, let's see, the cloak, but I don't believe that applies because that is not one of the, maybe it is, not one of the pieces. Where are the pieces? I have the list here somewhere. I'll have to find it. But anywho, let's buy a new piece. I have enough relics to buy a new piece. So let's grab something. Ah, here we go. We'll replace my pants. And there we go. So I can put those on now. Delicious. Wonderful. So now let's go ahead and fly over to the Creation Catalyst, which is down here in the Catalyst Gardens. You technically go there during the main quest line for this whole area. I think toward the end, if you will. But you know, you didn't really do anything with it besides a little puzzle. But now we're actually going to use it because it's activated, I guess. So you can just fly there. There is a little teleport pad down at the bottom as well, but I have flying, so we're just going to fly into it. Now, a note on the Sandworn relics. Where you get these, it comes from a lot of places, honestly. It doesn't seem to come from world quests. You can get it from the Sandworn chests. You can get it from the world boss when that's up. You can get it from your weekly quest, the patterns within patterns, the chest from that, and some of the dailies do seem to give those as well. So that's nice. So here we go. We are now in the Creation Catalyst. So let's pop it in there. Alright, where's my pants? There it is. Yeah, the cloak. That's one of them, but that doesn't seem to... Interesting. Oh, here, it says it on it. That's nice. Insert a Season 3 item from the Mythic Plus, rated, or the Sepulcher of the first one. Interesting that that doesn't say the stuff from Rafik on here. Oh well. Well, here's the pants. And now it'll turn into tier. Look at that. Tier pants from the raid. Now, this costs Cosmic Flux, which, if you're not making legendaries left and right, like me, I'm not, I found that you get a lot of Cosmic Flux. I have, well, as it says in the tooltip there, I have 23,000. I've never been able to use it for anything else. So let's go ahead and transform this. Let's see, are you sure you wish to spend 1,500? Yes, yes, yes. After upgrading this item, the catalyst will need 6 days and 19 hours to recharge. Yes, that is another tip on this. This is weekly per character, which is fine. But something I had read is that it will, in the following weeks, like on alts, if you want to bring in an alt late, you will get, oh, look at that, yeah. Nice, very nice. You will get subsequent charges, if you will. It'll stack up, so you can do more than one piece at a time if you have the flux for it. Now, what I want to really look at here is what I'm excited for is the Transmog. Can't even get my words out, I'm so excited. I don't raid, so I've retired from that, so the raid mog from any of the raids this expansion, with the exception of, like, you know, LFR, I guess, but even then I don't really do LFR much. All this glorious, delicious Mog. In fact, here, we'll look at the Paladin set since that's what I'm on. This set here, that comes in multiple colors, with the exception of the World Boss, and maybe LFR if I feel like it, I have no access to any of this. I don't care about gear score, I just want Mog. What this kind of does here is it kind of gives me access to that, because as you see, it just gave me a pair of LFR pants. LFR pants. Now, you can actually get the other tiers, which is awesome. And Wowhead was awesome enough because they answered my question on this here. As you can see, let me make sure you can see that here. Video capture, display. There you go. Now you should be able to see it. This here, thank you, writers of Wowhead, this answered my question. This will tell you exactly how, and I'll put this link in the description for you, what appearances you will get for what item levels. And the piece I just used was a 246, I believe, because it was from Rafik. Yes. So that means that I got a LFR appearance. Anything higher than that will be normal, heroic, and mythic, which is really cool, but again, unless there's a way to upgrade Rafik's gear that I don't know about, normal, heroic, and mythic, besides the 3 pieces from the world boss, is still unavailable to me, but that's fine. This is still great. It at least prevents me from having to go to LFR. I can just buy the set, so that's pretty nice. Now, as you noticed here, this is the Paladin set. This is indeed class specific. They put in class sets in the last, presumably the last raid of Shadowlands. So if you wanted to collect all these without having to do LFR, or, you know, the higher ones, maybe you do Mythic Plus, you can, you'll have to do all 12 classes, which is what I'm going to do at some point, because these Sandworn relics are actually not that hard to get. Even if you just do, like, your weekly alone, which is really easy. I've spent 30 minutes here, killed a bunch of rares, and did the world boss, and I'm already at 55% with my weekly. It's very simple to do. Oh, and some, you know, treasures, world quests, everything here that you do counts for this. This is a big source of these Sandworn relics. There's only like 4 or 5 rares that give them, and they're all like up here. I believe it's the sand ones here, like Garadon, Icarus, and the world boss does, etc., etc. I believe their Festus does, Spooder, but yeah, I think it's just the sand ones that give the relics, which makes sense because of the name. Anyway, so it's really simple to use, and I know everyone and their mother is probably doing this, but I just, you know, a guide like this, but I just wanted to point out that even though it's a weekly cooldown, and even though, you know, it may not seem that exciting, or maybe you don't care about tier, for me this is awesome because this is a way to get Transmog that I normally wouldn't really bother getting, because I don't raid or PvP or anything, so I wouldn't be getting this raid gear, because this is all from the Sepulcher raid. You know, this right here, the Sepulcher of the first ones. I normally wouldn't be getting any of this gear until I can solo the raids myself, and like 2 expansions later. Yeah, I have to wait that long because I choose to play solo, which is fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. Definitely not complaining. But this is cool, because you can get it a little earlier, and as a bonus, I get some tier. So that's pretty neat. So TLDR, do your weekly at the very least. Do your world boss as a added bonus. You know, you're probably going to do that for the weekly anyway. Collect your Sandworn, and you can buy the raid gear. You can buy the LFR gear directly, in my case. Or you can get normal, heroic, and mythic if, you know, you do the higher item level stuff. So as far as I know, the higher item level gear, not from the world quest, but sometimes the dailies give higher item level gear. It didn't look like any of this applied to it. But like you can see, I've noticed, curiously, these count as well, which these are from the world boss, which that would mean I can actually turn this into tier. I can put the tier on it, which is pretty cool because there is 2 tier pieces, I guess, from the world boss. So that means I could have a 3 set. I could have, you know, I can have a whole 5 set according to this. Well, it only goes up to 4, but you know, 5 of them will count, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I think I've rambled on that enough. Sandworn relics are really easy to get. You can get tier and transmog, which is what I'm super excited for. So have at it. That's just kind of a nice little look. In fact, we'll go down and check out the teleporty thingy down here that I've been told about. Let's see. There's supposed to be some sort of teleporty thing down here. Not 100% sure where it is. Oh, okay, there it is. It's the little sparkly poofy thing. Oh, you can go back down. Oh, neat! That puts me over here instead of having to run through the mobs. Nice. Okay, well, I think that'll do it. That's a nice little look at this. I thought about doing a more edited guide for this, but honestly, I think just a raw look at it with, you know, how it works would be a little easier for folks. So yeah, go get that transmog. I know I'm gonna be finishing leveling my other class mains. I've got a couple left to do, and I'm gonna start throwing alts at this so I can collect that sweet transmog. So have fun, everyone! And there we have it. If you think I've missed information or you want to request I do a specific guide, let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't answer you, I just might add your idea to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.